Alright guys, so Monster Jam has just released a brand new video that has some big insight into World Finals 21 for this Saturday. It's this video right here of the Thunder Roars Monster Jam truck. And it looks like a little bit of setup for the Encore. And this is really cool. This is our first look at the overall track setup. Obviously we saw it as a template before. Somewhere back here. I don't know, it might tell me, yeah, here. We saw this before, but this is our first proper look at what the track will actually look like. Right here. So, obviously that's Thunder Roars, that's not what we're looking for. So that's what the thing is going to look like. I was definitely not expecting an inflatable. I would have been expecting, like, plastic or something, because that's a really detailed inflatable, so I have to imagine maybe that they'll use it as, like, a place for you to take pictures of Thunder Roars at future shows, because I doubt they would make something this, like, detailed and have it for a one-off thing. Although it is the World Finals, everything needs to be very high quality. You see some trucks lined up here. These are all trucks that will be parked for the jump. So we have the Monster Jam stunt truck, which I don't think will be doing any stunts this year. Earthshaker, Ultra Loco, Megalodon, and then Thunder Roars, because yes, Thunder Roars is going to be jumping over Thunder Roars based on the render that we got. Zombie, but that is our first look at that track, that first little pan right there. So, I'm not sure what Skills is going to look like. We have a crossover ramp here, a crossover ramp there. Here's something weird. Your triple is right here. This is your triple. It starts here. You can see the bus. And then they're going to jump all the way down. And they're going to land right where this thing is. So if someone overshoots it, they're crashing into this. If someone overshoots it, or sorry, if someone undershoots it, they're going to crash and roll over and probably roll over into this. If someone lands it perfectly, they're going to roll down the other side and hit this with a bunch of speed. So this transfer right here is going to be really interesting. I'm not sure how it'll work with the triple. Now, I talked about this before in a post instead of a video, but we actually have two other car stacks, by technicality, inside the ramps. These are 4 cars here and 4 cars here in each racing lane. Now, this is kind of what you make of it. Obviously, they're not freestanding or anything, but we have, if I'm counting correctly, I believe there's 14 cars and a bus on this track. Including the cars and the triples, there's 14 cars and a bus, if I'm thinking correctly. Because I'm pretty sure there's 8 cars on the triple and 8 cars here. So no, so that would be 16 cars in a bus. So this is the most cars we've had in a long time. And unlike Atlanta, where they're pre-crushed, they're not pre-crushed here. So this is our first, like, big time that we're actually going to have a lot of crush cars. Whether or not that's just going to end up being a World Finals thing, I don't know. And this is also, you can see the new Target sponsorship right there. You can see that there is a backflip here and a backflip on the other side. With the latest video we saw from them, I think it was in this one, we actually saw that, right at the end of the track, right down here out of frame, there is a backflip ramp, straight across from the center jump. That might be what they used as a reference for the high jump. If it is, they have, like, the biggest build-up ever. That's a good, I don't know how much that is. It's well over 50 feet. They have a lot of space if they use that backflip ramp, to line them up to get a high jump. This might be the highest jumps we've ever seen if they do it that way. And personally, I think that would be the easiest way. That means that there are 3 confirmed container backflips, one here, one there, one at the end. I'm assuming there's one there. I don't see why there wouldn't be. Yeah, it cuts off right before you can see you. But yeah, this clip, it's our first look at the colored track. It's a first look into the Encore. I'm not going to assume that these are the trucks that they'll be using. I don't think a single one of these trucks is competing, so I'm assuming that they're going to use, I could be wrong, I think they might use non-competing trucks for the Encore, so that if a truck breaks, it's not going to affect the show, because I think this is Hunter Souza's Earthshaker. That's Chad Tingler's Zombie. They're not going to use the stunt truck in competition. I'm going to just assume that that's like Ashley Sanford's Megalodon or something like that. Probably Tony Oaks' Thunderosaurus. I don't know. Since there's two Thunderosaurus, the one parked in the in the long jump, might be the one that's not performing. I think if they park Colts in the long jump, it's less likely to break than if he uses his truck in the long jump. So I'm assuming this is Tony Oaks' Thunderosaurus here. Obviously Nick Pagliulo's Kraken, and I don't think there's a single Monster Mutt Dalmatian in the lineup for the World Finals. I don't know why there's a house there. That's kind of odd. I could just be overanalyzing the details here, but that's just what I'm seeing here. It's 4th of July weekend, so they have this like American flag set up with the tarps again, like they did in San Antonio in 2021, which I don't think they did last year. So it's definitely a loaded thing. Oh right, I forgot Colton Eichelberger is going to be driving Thunderosaurus. But then again, that still does pose the question, which Thunderosaurus will he be driving, Tony's or Colt's? Colt's is obviously more built for stadiums, but Colt would probably not want his truck to break. And actually, is that a... I think that's a front engine. It doesn't look like a Willman. But... okay, that didn't help. I feel like that's an... I feel like the engine's right there. I don't think that's a CRD that he's driving. You can't tell because it cuts off kind of fast, but I think that's a front engine truck. So that's also interesting. There's going to be 3 Max Ds in the pit party, so maybe they'll use one of those and put Thunderosaurus on it. Maybe Thunderosaurus will be in the BKT zone as like the stunt truck version. I'm not too sure. That's very interesting, actually. I have no clue. I would just expected a CRD, but it's looking like a Willman or some kind of front engine chassis. I think that's a header right there. Looks like it. I don't see anything back here. So, yeah, that was just kind of my little mini analysis of this video. It's our first look into the full track as far as high jump skills and racing goes. Again, skills, I don't know what the plan is. If they're gonna like find a little lip here, if they're all gonna do like maximum moonwalks off the containers, if everyone's gonna go for bicycles, there's probably gonna be a little thing right here. I have no clue what the plan is for skills with this track setup, but there's gotta be something with it. So yeah, I think they're advertising the Thunderosaurus drop right there. You can see the starting lines. He's not going from the middle for some reason. This is where he should be going from. He's going from the racing lane. So I'm assuming this is actually from practice. I'm assuming this is just like a practice run that they tried to edit it in and make it look like they were doing the full jump, but he would be coming from here if that were the case. What else they might be doing is they might be doing that thing that they used to do at international shows where the truck jumps next to the parked trucks to see if the truck's capable of actually doing the thing without actually jumping over the trucks, and that way there's no risk of landing on them. And then they're just testing that out to see how much speed he'll need to do it, and then by the real show they'll have it determined and the truck will be able to do a full launch over the 9 trucks. I'm not sure exactly what the plan is yet, but yeah, that's just me watching this video for an exciting first look at the World Finals track completed as far as the first 3 competitions will go. Not sure what plans they have for freestyle. Definitely going to assume that these ramps right here, all 4 of them will be steepened up. They're not going to keep them that, they're not going to keep them like so slim. They're obviously going to steepen them like they did at the All-Star Challenge on Saturday. So thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. This was just a quick look. Let me know what you guys think about this track. I think it's the best World Finals track that we've had since... honestly, I don't even know. Um, they did the same track between 2015 and 2018 pretty much. You could say that they were different, but they really weren't. Um, 2019 was kind of weird. It had some cool moments because the downhill, but that's going to be back here. Um, so 2019 was odd. 2022 racing was definitely the best racing that we've seen, but it wasn't necessarily my favorite track for freestyle and the other stuff. So I don't know, but this is one of the best World Finals tracks that I think we have ever seen. It's a combination of everything. We have the triple, we have cars, um, but we also have things like backflips, lots and lots of steep edges here. A big build up for the center jump. I'm sure Jim Kohler is going to go for that. And I'm hoping he can get a full freestyle in because he's been struggling at the World Finals. Rolling over early, plummeting and landing on the roof of the truck, breaking tires. You know, he's had a lot of unfortunate luck the past few years. I'm hoping that this World Finals he can change things. This track's kind of new to everybody. It's not like any track we've ever seen before. It's kind of similar to the All-Star track, but it's a little bit different as well. I think it's kind of if you took the All-Star track and mixed it together with the World Finals 20 track, you put them together, and I think you get this. Um, Personally, I think it might be the best World Finals track we've ever had. I'm sure there's going to be some debating opinions on that. I've seen a lot of people saying that they don't like this track. Personally, I don't understand it. It's the same people that complain about, like, no crush cars that are saying that they don't like this track. But, to be honest, I feel like this track is exactly like... This track is kind of like World Finals 10, except there's some more ramps throughout. People are complaining that there's more ramps for the trucks to do big air because they're ramps and not cars or something. At least there's a triple, and at least there's car stacks in the racing lanes. Like, those are the same people that, like, this could be the best track very well that we've ever seen for the World Finals, and people are still going to find ways to complain about things that are off about it, even though they're not. Personally, and this would be a really bad idea, and I'm actually kind of glad they didn't do this. It would be cool if they had the triple right here in the middle. Trucks would be clearing it left and right, but it's definitely better to have it here. It would make the high jump competition weird. Everyone would be doing it. There would probably be a lot of crashes early on. So it's a good thing that they didn't do that, but that would be pretty cool, to be honest. I think it was a smart choice to put it here. The triple always has been and always will be here. It's always on the, from where we are, the far side of the track. And it's always facing this corner. So, it's never not been that way. Every single time they've done a double or a triple, well, no, doubles have been a little bit different before. But every single time there's been a triple, imagine this is Sam Boyd, this is where Thunder Alley is. This has always been how the triple was. And I'm assuming that's how it always will be. That's how it was at the All-Star 2. It's how it was at every other World Finals that had it. So I'm assuming they're going to keep it that way. I hope they do. It's a good spot for it. It's iconic and all that stuff. I'm hoping that they do get the cars painted. I'm not sure if they will. If they don't, it's not the end of the world. It kind of fits the whole, like, red, white, and blue theme they're going for. In fact, they might have painted them white. I'm assuming the cars weren't white before, so they might have actually painted them white to fit that theme more. So I guess that makes things a little bit more fair. So yeah, this is the craziest World Finals track I've ever seen, especially in recent years. I think it's gonna be my favorite. We're probably not gonna see drivers pulling out front flips and stuff like that at this show, but as far as air goes, there's probably gonna be a lot of crashes, a lot of saves. This track has a lot of potential between the triple, the cars, and lots of little things. Like this bump right here, there's definitely going to be some drivers that hit that and go a little bit on the ragged edge. This triple, anyone that lands short or too far, they're going to be thrown for a wild ride. We're looking at a crazy night here with the World Finals. Keep in mind, we have no idea what they're planning for freestyle. It's obviously not going to be anything major change. It's not going to be any major change, but it's definitely going to alter the track in some way, one way or another. So even if it's just steepening these, that completely changes the game. They'll probably use some more dirt down here on the track that you can't see. I'm gonna assume that they're gonna probably add something over there after racing and all that's done when low cash is doing whatever. So yeah, that was just a quick analysis of this thing. I think I ended the video 5 minutes ago and then with that same line. That was a quick analysis, and then I kept talking for 5 more minutes, making it a not so quick analysis. But yeah, that was just my opinions here, my look at this World Finals 22 track. Keep in mind, I am not going there, but I am still just as excited to be watching it elsewhere. I mean, I'd probably, obviously, as anyone would be more excited to go there, but no matter how you're watching the World Finals, it carries the same energy. Uh, any Monster Jam event, like, going there is obviously going to be better than not, but the World Finals just carries the energy, so it's gonna be an awesome night here. I'm not gonna be there on Saturday. I'm not gonna be there on Friday, obviously, or Sunday, whatever. But it's definitely gonna be a cool event. I know some people are gonna be recording it. There's gonna be plenty of channels recording it, actually, across every social media too. I know there's a lot of people that do it on Facebook Live, and that's how I was able to watch the event live last year. That's like the only actual way to catch it live. No one live streams it on YouTube because they're all with their 4K cameras or whatever. But yeah, super exciting. I can't wait for the event. I'm not gonna be there, obviously, like I said 5 times, but I'm still looking forward to it. I know some of you guys are gonna be there, so hopefully you guys have a good time too. And yeah, super excited for the World Finals, and I'll keep you guys updated on it.